So guys, boom, welcome back to another episode of Juice Made TV, and today we have a quick question to assess, something interesting to talk about. Now, Sierra Canyon, I'm sure if you're watching this video you probably know who Sierra Canyon is, but Sierra Canyon is actually one of the top high school basketball programs in the entire country. They have a ton of NBA players who's actually went there, and even now they have Bronny James, LeBron James's son. They have a ton of other amazing basketball players like Amari Bailey. They have two of the top sophomores in the country, Isaiah Elohim as well as Trenton Flowers. And guys, this entire team is definitely a star-studded team with a lot of high school basketball talent. Now, like I said, Sierra Canyon, I don't know if you can see the title of this video. Is Sierra Canyon hyped, or are they actually good? I'm not gonna lie, I do see a lot of mixed debates about Sierra Canyon. A lot of people say that Sierra Canyon is their win streak. I believe they've actually won 60+ games in a row in their conference, in their division, in their league. But a lot of people are saying that it's actually hyped. A lot of people are saying that Sierra Canyon is actually hyped as a team as well, because they do see that they actually struggle against those nationally ranked teams. But like I said, in this video, we're going to be breaking down and actually answering that question. I'm going to give my opinion, and I actually want you guys to also leave a comment down below of how you guys actually feel about Sierra Canyon. Now, let's take a quick step back and kind of just evaluate this team as a whole. Now, like I said, Sierra Canyon has won 60+ games in a row in their conference, but it is kind of a little tricky when you kind of look at the actual numbers. Now, for this specific season, Sierra Canyon is actually 22-3, and that's actually a ton of wins that they've actually won this year. And they also are a top 15 team in the country currently, and at a point they're actually a top 10 team in the entire country. Now, let's just kind of take a look at their games, who they've actually played, their wins, their losses, all those types of little things. Now, kind of highlighting the main games here, we do see that they actually played San Ysidro. If you guys don't know who San Ysidro is, that was actually Mikey Williams' high school that he played in 9th grade. That team was actually a crazy team that had a lot of hype, that had a lot of attention, just having Mikey Williams. And I'm sure they're actually still good. The fact that they only lost by 14 to a team like Sierra Canyon, who has damn near every single ranked player, you know, on their team. They actually played against Duncanville on the 27th. I was actually at that game in person, and guys, I've been saying this, Duncanville, they have the #1 overall player, in my opinion, in that 23 class featuring Ron Holland. They also have Anthony Black, who's a rising player in that 22 class. They have a ton of underrated players on that team, and to me, they're actually the best public high school in the entire country. And I don't know if you guys know this, but they actually beat Montverde Academy as well in a buzzer beater. And Montverde Academy, they're a prep school, and Duncanville is a public high school, and they still took the dub. So to me, I was actually not that surprised that Sierra Canyon actually took this loss, but this was actually a crazy game for me. This was the first time that I actually saw, you know, Bronny James play in person. So this was definitely a very interesting game to watch. And also to note, Amari Bailey, he actually didn't play in this game as well. So who knows, the game could have been different if Amari Bailey was playing. Amari Bailey is definitely a game changer for sure. So that definitely would have been pretty interesting here. Just kind of skipping over a couple of these other games, just look at the score for these specific games. Sierra Canyon is actually taking these victories pretty heavily. But if we take a quick look at this specific game right here with State Paul, they actually have, I believe, the 62nd ranked player in the 22 class. He goes by the name of Doug McDaniel. Super underrated. He's going to Michigan as well. And this game was actually one of the craziest games in the summer, and they're a super underrated team for Virginia, and I feel like a lot of people definitely need to have that team on their radars. And to me, it's honestly kind of even more scary and concerning, at least on the Sierra Canyon side of things, because State Paul, they're actually a very young team, and they have a lot of sophomores in that team. They have a lot of juniors in that team, even freshmen. So the fact that Sierra Canyon kind of took an L in that game, a little, to me, is a little concerning. And like I said, State Paul, they're actually one of the top teams in the country. And quickly, I do want to mention this. Do you guys actually start to see a little trend here? Sierra Canyon is actually taking, you know, these big victories against these smaller teams as we scroll down even here more. And as you can see right here on January 29th, arguably the game of the year, arguably one of the best games in the decade, one of the best games that I've seen in the last couple years. They ended up playing against DJ Wagner in Camden High School out there in Jersey. And guys, this was a crazy game. This man DJ Wagner, he broke this man Bronny James' ankles. I actually made a kind of in-depth video about that game as well last week, so if you guys haven't checked that video out, make sure you guys check that video out. But like I said, Sierra Canyon, they ended up taking the loss 66-62, and this was a crazy game to me, because I initially had Sierra Canyon actually winning this game. I felt like they actually just had more talent on their team on paper. They have more ranked players on their team as well. And they also had Amari Bailey, who's technically the best player on the floor. So they had more than enough pieces to actually take the W. But the difference in that specific game, it looked like Camden, they wanted it more. It didn't look like Sierra Canyon, you know, it didn't look like they came to play. It took them a long time to actually get a point on the board. And I believe they've only scored 2 points. They only scored 2 points in that first quarter. So that should definitely tell you exactly how the game was going to go for the majority of the game. But like I said, a lot of highlights, a lot of ups and downs in that game, but Camden ended up taking that victory. Now guys, like I said, I did ask you guys a quick question, you know, kind of a minute or two ago. Are you guys actually starting to see a little trend here? You look at their record, they're 22-3. Those 3 losses came against those top nationally ranked teams. And to me, like I said, technically, Sierra Canyon, they technically have the better players on the floor. They have more ranked players on their team. So to me, they definitely shouldn't be losing some of these games that they did play against. But one thing that I've always understood, especially on the high school level, is hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. And to me, that's kind of the reason why Sierra Canyon, they took those 3 losses, because like I said, they have the best players on the floor, but sometimes they do get outplayed, which is fine. I'm not expecting Sierra Canyon to win every single game, but some of those games I do think that Sierra Canyon definitely should have won. It was even a close game against Glenbar West, and Sierra Canyon actually won that game by a buzzer beater, and shout out to Dylan McToyer. But like I said, that was a very, very close win. Even bringing it back to the win streak, guys, I want to ask you guys, do you guys actually feel like Sierra Canyon win streak is actually hyped, or do you think it's actually legit? It's kind of the same thing with Camden. Camden, I believe they're on a 40-game winning streak, but they weren't playing those nationally ranked teams. They did play a couple of those in that win streak, but not every single game, or not majority of their games was actually against those ranked teams. So to me, sometimes, you know, sometimes those win streaks can be hyped. It can kind of display a wrong image on a specific team. And like I said, you can just look at the record for Sierra Canyon. They're destroying those regular high schools who don't have all these ranked players. But whenever it comes to those, you know, nationally ranked teams, sometimes, you know, it kind of does beg the question, how good is Sierra Canyon really? Like I've been mentioning throughout this entire video, they have the talent. They have Bronny James. They have Amari Bailey. They have Trenton Flowers, Isaiah McNolan. They have Kijani Wright. All these, Mikey Price. They have all these guys that are going Division I. So to me, like I said, they shouldn't be taking these losses like how they have against those 3 nationally ranked teams. But guys, overall, I do want to say that Sierra Canyon, they're easily one of the best teams in the country. They have the talent, like I've been saying. At the end of the day, even if they take a loss, they're still winning at the end of the day. They're making so much money. They have Bronny James, they have Amari Bailey, they have all these guys. Every single game that they play, they're selling out arenas. So shout out to Sierra Canyon for actually doing their team. They have great coaching, they have great staff. They're setting these kids up for their future, and they understand the year of 2022. They understand the future, where this game is headed, and kind of how you have to make content with your team, how you have to have those marketing skills, how you have to have all those little things where you can make money, not even just playing basketball, but off the court as well. So shout out to Sierra Canyon. They are definitely doing their thing. But like I said, I want to know what you guys think about Sierra Canyon. Do you guys actually think they're legit? Do you guys actually think they're good, or are they actually hype? How do you guys feel about that win streak? How do you guys feel about whenever they play those top teams? What do you guys feel about the other teams that they're playing? Overall, to me, like I said, Sierra Canyon, they're definitely doing their thing. Shout out to Sierra Canyon as a whole. Guys, I want to know what you guys think down below. Comment down below your opinions, and make sure you guys actually smash that like button if you made it to the end. Comment down below if you made it to the end as well. I want to know who the real ones are. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Like I said, if you guys want more videos like this, let me know down below as well. Make sure to check the links in the description. Yeah, with all that being said, guys, thank you for watching, and it's been another episode of Juice Made TV. Peace.